Hello.
Hello. You have... It's your problem now. They're your kids.
I have kids.
Not my kids.
That's what everyone says.
That baby don't look like me.
I mean, yeah, it's not ugly like you.
I'm not a Lalafell. I don't have a baby Lalafell. Wait, everybody could be a Lalafell on my screen.
Would a baby Lalafell be like the same size as the parents, or would it be like a little micro baby, literally potato sized?
You tell me.
I think it would be an actual potato size.
I think of
But
it like
like
if
a
you rolled
big-
over on it in bed or something though.
Like a big potato, like a chunky potato.
Like a yam.
More like a wart, I think.
Like a wart.
I was gonna say, like, wouldn't they be like the same
What's up,
size
SG
as, like,
Powell?
their wind-up minions and stuff?
Yeah, I guess I
So
could
like
see
yam
that.
sized.
Oh, we have a full party. How about that?
We sure do. Quinn's not in voice though, she might be protesting or something.
She probably forgot.
About the treatment of healers from tanks.
She might not be in voice, but she's
I think
wearing-
that Ultima is the easiest of the three. And I think T is the
Hello.
hardest.
I'm here.
Hello.
But it depends on
Hello.
your own personal strengths. But the Ultima is just like a really long
So
savage
I
fight.
gathered all of them for you, Liv. You can tell them now the news.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I wish I could still like be there at the top of the hour to be tossing invites, but if we did that, then we'd be starting even later than we are now.
Next
See if
time
I
I'll
can
just
find
wait for
this
you.
in time.
Exclusively your invite.
No.
Wow.
No.
It's fine. I can do it for you, Liv, for $50 a night.
What is
$15 a
happening?
night.
I might be making a lot of money at my new job, but I don't think I'm making that kind of money.
Not with that attitude, you're not.
It's gonna take a while for 35 years of being a tightwad to relax.
It
There's,
doesn't take as long as you think it takes.
There's a Discord called Ultimate Pug Rating,
It takes longer, trust me.
and I'd recommend you start there if you're
I'm
looking for a
getting
group to
clicky.
just get your feet wet with, because they have
Maybe-
standardized strats.
Maybe my problem is I was never a tightwad. I just didn't have any
Although I'd
money.
recommend putting a static together if you
I
can
lived
swing
on a
it.
budget for so long that now I have money, I cannot spend money.
I was laughing.
Alright,
at
I'm watching our
Megan's
astrologian.
comment how real it is because
If she gets fire target, I'll stay out. It's not on her.
I was thinking you deserve every O that comes your way, and none did. And I was sad.
I got the
This is tank buster stuff.
Still
When the boss drops to 74%, she'll drop a bracelet, and we'll push the phase.
Twister on the
We
stack.
almost never see
Exactly.
that.
Never mind. Well,
That was like an early pool, and
Do I need
people
to
are
pull
really
that
chatty
for
tonight, it seems.
Again.
No.
I wonder
No,
if I
no.
could like. I wonder if I could like Shikuchi back in before I touch the wall. If I have the reflexes fast enough to actually.
If you had a dash, like just a straight up dash, yes you could, but having to click to make it go, I don't think so.
Well, I have it on a macro. Like I can go back to Regan, but if Regan is going to the wall as well, then we would die no matter.
Ooh, I forgot food too. Thank you.
Hey,
also
everybody use
Quinn.
food.
I was thinking about how I had no money before.
Rosie, you were late to your opener because someone else was early to their opener. Not gonna name names.
Alright, once again, watching Reagan, the astrologian. If she gets
What?
fire on her head, I do not stack.
Jacqueline,
She got
I have
it,
it right here.
so I'll stay out of the stack this time. This is just to make sure that we get a full LB bar off of this first hit.
Twin Philip potato.
Yep.
We want to
Yeah.
have exactly 5 people in the stack
Sorry,
with how
I've
much
been
we're mitigating there.
Traumatized because
So we shouldn't
Cat
see this Twister this time. We don't. We don't.
did a picture
74%
of
she phases.
self
So
transforming
we'll move
into
over
a
to the
horse,
2 marker.
and I
What the
what?
fuck?
I was horrified, and then I sent it
Alright.
to Lucan, and now Lucan is.
I'm watching Rosie. If Rosie gets targeted with his hatch, I'll go bait the
and
next
he's turning
guy.
into a horse.
It's on Derpy,
can't
so
deal
we're
with
fine.
Why are
What?
people like this?
What is happening in your life?
What the fuck's happening in your FC?
It's gonna be tank stuff
so
I
next.
blame Cat and Lucan for all of this.
I think I'm gonna die to this.
I just fucking healed you.
It's
Alright,
okay.
so the hatch with Twister.
I have it now.
Do you have the horse you found?
He's gonna show everyone. Don't worry.
What if I
And then
don't
we
want
should phase at 44%.
Don't click on it. Don't click on anything he sends you.
Sorry, I got plummeted.
I saw it. I was like, wait, why is Rain over there?
I also noticed.
I also was kind of, what is happening right now?
Quinn, you missed all of my shields.
I'll put one on myself.
So this orb, I just
Sorry.
need to pop it inside this puddle, or else it's a wipe. There's also a little fire stack up afterwards.
I don't want to plummet me. I don't want to hear the horse story.
I apologize.
It'll be double hatch with twisters next.
Well, why?
Twister right now.
Because you're cold.
I'm not in this.
Hopefully we skip this next set of hatches.
Yeah.
Might be a little tight, but we should be good.
Just
Yeah,
kill
we're
it, just
fine,
kill it,
we're
just
fine,
kill
we're
it.
fine.
Good job.
Alright, when the floor changes, I use my tactician. It'll last through this entire intermission phase.
Saves was because of the horse.
Well, now Quinn's gonna stab.
I won't have reassembled for this drill. Not quite.
There's also screens to add to the game.
Watch debuffs for Thunder. It's in stack.
Or Brazil.
Rotate.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Fire out. Thunder out. It's stack and in. Rotate. I've got second doom. Thunder out.
You just watch lift stand on that and it do nothing.
Yeah, they're finicky clock positions. And then
I
away
almost
from the
didn't
boss. Thunder out after fire.
Try to reset.
This is tank stuff. Watch your head for dive bombs.
It's gonna
This
be
is
a
a
stack.
stack.
I have
Quinn will
the
need
last
rescue.
one.
Alright, very clean. stack and then out.
Got press it.
Get out.
Please don't look at those.
Alright, first exhibition mechanic. I'm gonna pop sprint here, find the bosses. Move. You're in the Neuralink glyph. Blackfire next. Towers.
I'm going to 2-3.
In first.
Who's tanking first?
Me.
God damn it. I think I used mine on the wrong tank.
Flatten, then another breath.
Should be okay.
Oh,
Don't forget the twisters after the dive. Threes, this is mine.
one tower's on now.
Right,
Oh my god, I was too close.
right, you get pushed
Also
back.
too close.
Yeah, I think you died to the proximity damage rigging.
Huh?
Yeah. No, I know.
You were in the right side. You're supposed
I
to
thought
to
that
my
wasn't
left.
this. Was that the second one? I thought I was at the second one.
No, you were on Liv, which was the fourth one.
There was none
Sorry.
at the top.
I
though.
need the minutes.
So-
real quick.
so there's
Two
one, like,
groups of
really
4, or
close.
they randomly spaced.
They randomly spaced. So what happened there, Quinn, was you were like, there was one where's the if Nail was right here, there was like one right here, and then the rest was like in a row, like over
Yeah,
here.
that's what I couldn't tell. Like I thought they just started all over there in a cluster. So
Like, so the one that you were trying to dodge was yours, and Sylvia got his, which was like next to him. The thing I wanted to say was like, during Quick March, if you could delay your emboldened by like 1 or 2 GCDs live, because what I've been noticing is if the people who are like baiting the north, or the DPS
They
that's
missed
taking
it.
the Earthshaker,
Yeah, I know, but
they
I'm
missed
afraid of
it.
clipping it at the end of the phase.
It's fine if it's just because like yours degrades over time anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I was like the one up here, and I couldn't get any closer, or else I'd get yeeted by the take twister stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to get twistered.
Yeah, I don't want to get twisted to the wool, so I just missed the
Okay.
It was a pretty good pull. That's the mechanic that we're working on right now, so... And it was pretty clean up to that point.
putting the D where it belongs, all the way out there.
Okay, and Sylvia has it for that first hit.
Hey,
I
Kat.
just need to remember that. It's been weird because some of us have
You're
been
not
dead.
thou art I
Dead
anymore.
and yeah.
Yeah, so I couldn't remember who was tanking. And I think I accidentally used my instant on Yuki.
I used
Welcome
mine on
back.
Sylvia, but only one of them got off on him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What is this horse?
Why are
Why
you looking
did
at
you
the
look?
horse
Nope.
stuff?
Look.
I just don't get unfocused right now. Just, you can look at it later. It's
Give
very
yourself something
distracting.
to look forward to. Air quotes.
Oh boy, it's something.
I think Derpy's already gone.
I think he's well and truly, like, completely and utterly.
Please don't let this wreck our prog.
At least he didn't do it at that moment when he died.
That's true.
Wait, he dies? Spoilers?
Alright, watching the Astrologian. If she gets
You're at
fire,
this
I
point
do
in
not
the
stack.
game and you still haven't seen that, then I don't.
It's not on her, it's on me.
Well, occasionally that's right.
Oh my god.
Tank busters. We should see 74% before this next twister.
Great.
Yep, very good.
Okay. Hyperventilating or something?
Well, I had to run all the way to the roof and come back.
Why?
Is the roof on fire?
I wish.
Watching Rosie. If Rosie gets hatch, I'll
was
go
like,
bait. It's on live,
The
I'm
horse
fine.
will get your breath. Take your breakthrough breath away.
Next hatch will be with the twisters. I don't want to get plummeted again. Okay, good, we skipped it.
I'm gonna do a shield. Please be close enough, everyone.
Did it.
This will be with targeted fire and a stack after.
Just gotta be trained.
Regan has all of them.
I shielded Yuki instead of myself.
Well, thank you.
She'll let you kids set
You
of
should.
yourself, but he'll let you kids set of fire.
I bet this time you make it to the
No, I
units.
healed you, not Yuki. That was not me.
Alright, this will be
Was
with
it
twisters.
It was me.
Field privilege.
We should skip the next set, but we don't always, so just be extra vigilant here.
Looking at it.
You should definitely skip this. Yeah.
It's okay. It's not like I'm directly
Alright, when the
looking
floor
at it. It's
changes,
just auto-playing it,
tactician.
like, in the corner of my eye.
Yeah, but
Like-
it's not immediately obvious that that succubus ad cleaves so hard. And anyone can make the mistake of, you know, dropping their steel. And it's really tempting to be greedy and save a steal too, you know. So you gotta feel it out and see what you can and can't get away with. Got your debuffs for Thunder. It's in stack.
Or present.
Rotate. Thunder out.
I have thunder too.
It's gonna be stack and in.
I can reverse this one.
Rotate. I do not have a Doom. Thunder out.
Flux spots.
And then into the boss after the jump. Thunder out after fire.
Second one far.
Third one's what the second one was.
Oh, dive bomb's nice. Oh, you shouldn't feel stupid. I've died in dumber ways than that.
I don't think
And it was
we've
your
ever
first
had
time
one
soloing that boss, right?
where two of them are far back to back.
This is a spread. Alright, as soon as I see the meteor streams, I go to 4, which is now. I'm saving my battery gauge. Because I think we're going to see first quotes regardless, or we might even skip both quotes. Yeah, easy. Easy.
Well, both you and I push it at the same time, but I get to see both animations.
Oh, that's cool. That is actually cool. Nice. I'm jealous.
Mine.
That's what this game needs more effect.
Great.
Practice makes perfect, Cat. I mean, you're ready to be pretty perfect, but if you're going to be more perfect, it would be with practice. Move. Oh,
I am. Oh my god.
Yuki always playing pinball.
Man,
Oh,
it's so.
It's gonna be interesting.
Oh my lord! My HP! Ah!
What happened? Twisters?
Yuki
Yeah, no,
I
popped
get
one
clipped by
twister and
the-
then
by the
bounced into
dive.
mine.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Or you got hit by the dive?
I got hit by the dive, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you're like spreading out a little bit too much for the first hit.
I was slow moving because I was like rotating my camera and it happened to be like the complete fucking opposite direction.
I hate when that happens.
I really wish the camera speed was like faster than it was.
Yeah. It's not a problem on most pulls, but
I'm gonna check something.
that particular mistake by that
To see
particular
where they
player has
are?
been
Yep.
reoccurring
What's
at
your
least once or
resolution?
twice every night.
1080p.
So there should be something that we
I don't know
can
if this is gonna help you or not.
clean up on it. But he's in Japan, so I don't know how much of it might just be because of the latency of playing on NA from Japan.
The way I do it is that I just have my camera horizontal to see like half the arena and listen for the other half.
Right? I guess I can try that. Yeah, beyond Japan, even just a little bit further would be super nice.
I cannot tell where that audio cue is coming.
It's a bad place
I
to
just
have
hear
deaths
them
at,
fall.
because it's 6 minutes into the fight,
Get better headphones.
and it's pretty easily avoidable,
You know, that's
so we want to
funny, 'cause I
minimize
use
that
the
as much
sound
as we
to tell me
can.
where Ifrit lands in
Yeah, me too.
Lulu, but I never
Alright,
like, thought to
Twisters.
use it.
It's not on Reagan.
dragons are
So I stack. By soaking this with 5 players in the exact mitigation, we need to get almost a full limit break bar from that one hit, so that's why I'm watching the healer, so that if she has to stack, I stay out, so we still get the full LB bar. Alright, we pushed. I also delayed my drill at GCD. Brain too small. Alright, watching Rosie. If Rosie gets hatched, I'll go bait the next 5 puddles. It's on live. Gonna be hatch with Twister next. Move a little bit at the end of this cast bar. And then we should be pushing now, yep.
Shield time.
I'm right here. I want to shield.
You did good work, Derpy.
Yay. Oh, fuck!
Alright, this will be with the fire stack after.
Well, there goes the shield.
Oh no. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. That looks spooky, but we're fine. Alright. Next will be with Twisters again. And I don't know if we'll skip this last one or not, because Derpy got several hatches, and that tends to make the difference. That melee downtime. Yeah, I think we'll have to do this for sure. Nope.
Pros.
Alright, floor change, tactician.
One of those times I'm gonna LP during this.
By accident. Oh shit.
Yeah.
We will not have reassemble for the opening drill. This just gives our nail a damage up. Watch for thunder. In and then out. Fire out. And thunder out.
I thunder watch out, Derpy.
It's gonna be stack and in. Rotate. I have first doom. Thunder out. And then into the boss.
Whoop.
Thunder out after fire. I'm not sure what happened to the red mage, I didn't see. There'll be dive bombs next. Watch your head for markers. This is a stack.
It's me. The last one.
Alright, we'll probably see at least the first set of quotes here. clock and then away. Alright, that was pretty clean.
Oh dear.
Should be fine.
This is fine.
This is a tank buster, and then the party will stack on 4. This is where we wiped last pool, but I believe. Move. I'm the Mega Flare stack, so I go relative south of the boss. I hate these narrow links. But I want the bubble. After this TB, we stack on 4 for the next one. We're gonna look for nail and move towards the wall. Most of this, by the way, I'm just saying to explain to the stream, but some of it I'm calling on Discord. Alright, we're gonna wait for 2 puddles. Towers.
I'm gonna take Tank Buster 1 and 2.
Alright, Tank Busters between 1 and 2.
That's all.
Alright, Fell Ruin. We're gonna look for nail. And do some quotes. In first.
And that's a... Whoop.
So, that was a tank tether. The tanks are supposed to pick up these 2 green tethers and run to the other 2 black puddles with them.
What happened?
For some reason, one of the tanks didn't get
obviously
theirs.
Now, is it Rosie? Or Rain are now going north, and they just like ran off and straight through the tether.
Yeah, that was Rosie.
So
Those tethers were annoying, really.
they were really, yeah, pretty badly placed.
I feel like So what happened was the tanks picked up the tethers, and then somehow Rosie wound up picking it back up off of them when we were doing the spread for Meteor Stream.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the best thing for that is that both tank run towards Bahamut and then break from there.
Okay. Yeah, that'd.
That way, no one can take it for us.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
Don't
make
let
sure to
anyone push
sprint.
your shine.
And aside from that, just make sure the tanks are in the near link closest to 4 with the party towards the edge of the arena. Just to minimize the chances of grabbing one off of them when we go to spread for Meteor Stream. And this is like what makes Ultimate hard, is every little mistake like that being a reset. It's not on Reagan, so I stack. Right phase. I'm gonna watch Rosie. If Rosie gets targeted with this patch, then I will go bait. It's not on Rosie. tank stuff, and then hatch with Twister. Okay, we pushed. He was standing right in that cleave for a second. Thought it was gonna be spicy. Those cleaves are survivable though, it just takes you down to like 5% HP. Alright, there'll be a stack after these hatches. Ooh, they've got everything.
Fancy.
Very pro game.
It's hot right now.
This will be with Twisters.
Oh, damn.
So that's what happens when someone pops the ball without being inside the black puddle, is it's just an instant wipe.
No, usually you can max melee that for one more GCD before like you actually have to.
No, I was trying to dodge the Twister inside the boss. I thought that I ran into it. I was like, fuck,
No.
what did I do?
I think I smell burritos.
Oh, good.
That's a good spell.
Not if I'm sitting here raiding instead of eating, it's not.
Okay, that's a
That
fair
could be worse things.
That sounds like a you problem. You could be reading and have burritos.
at the same time.
That's a little too Cartman. Ma, get me my cheesy boots.
Alright, watching Reagan. It's not on her.
Honestly, don't know
Get
how
this
people
full bar of
can eat two
LB
at
from
the
this
same time.
stack.
It depends on what it is.
I cannot at all.
Tank busters, and then we should phase before the next phase 1 mechanic.
No.
74%,
No.
oh good.
That felt creepy.
Watching Rosie, if Rosie gets the hatch, I'll go bait.
I know, garbage shields for nothing. We didn't get that second fire.
It's on Rosie, so I go baiting. This will be hatch with Twister. It's on me. And we should phase now. Yep. We'll be double hatch with the stack marker. I hate getting this one because I have to delay my drill. The Neuralink makes it suck. It reduces your damage dealt by like 90% or something. Imagine a 70 potency drill. It's a big sad. So be hatch with Twister.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, I got Sylvia.
Please, please,
Nope,
please,
I got
please,
Yuki.
please, 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 please.
There's no way.
Go there, beat. I believe you. Turn to Vulcan chase you. Vulcan shark.
Oh my god, everything's blocked off.
I'm sorry. I had the fire.
that's-
It's fine. It's fine. We're doing it live.
I'm not gonna get a heal off here.
Oh, with
Yeah,
yeah.
everything was too
Oh,
fucked
boy.
up.
As I see Liv trying to swift cast, but yeah.
Things are going very wrong very
I
fast.
can give up.
Going Liv. It's okay. I'm sorry, Liv. I didn't mean like that. It's only Liv. I'm sorry.
Yep.
We should be able to recover
I'll let
this
you do it.
I'm slow raising.
if we get
Yep,
Liv up
I
right
will let
now.
you do it.
Lightning up.
Watch your debuffs. It's in and stack.
Dark press.
Careful, Silver. You're really deep in that hitbox.
Really deep that, yeah.
Without consent.
Yep. Yep.
Fire
Fire
out.
up.
Thunder
Dark
out.
Thunder.
He's gonna be stacking then out.
Reprisal.
First one by 2.
Don't do a Quinn.
Got him.
Thunder out.
Fire in.
Clock position.
Plus. Yep.
And then away from the boss.
I see you trying to Edge.
Thunder out after fire. This is still recoverable at this point, but it's gonna be, we're gonna come up against the DPS check really fast.
Let
Watch
me
your head
die.
for dive bomb markers.
You will live.
It's gonna be spread.
I got a feeling we might hit in rage. Just a feeling.
You think?
Just a small feeling.
Mr. Fox guys.
37% in like less than a minute. I don't know.
There it is.
We'll see. I think this is gonna be enraged. Stack and then out.
Dark pressing.
And I go ahead and use my battery gauge now. And in stack. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna be at like probably, I'm gonna guess 4% during the enrage. No, probably even lower than that. I don't think that we're gonna get it though. It's gonna be really tight. It's gonna be really
Oh my
tight.
god, is it gonna happen?
Valcleave!
Oh,
0.6%.
God damn it.
It's okay, stand in the Neuralink.
That's what's gonna help us.
Hey, I only took 180k. Who checked?
Who didn't potion? Raise your hand.
I didn't because I was on brink of death.
didn't.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Wow, you guys didn't believe in us.
I didn't hear the call for potions.
What do you mean you didn't hear that? That's bullshit.
Chose not to hear the call.
So we blame Rain and the healers.
I didn't die.
Dude, use a potion as well.
You know what? I have no regrets about letting Sylvia die.
We're not gonna see
Wow.
this twister, right?
Sometimes it
No.
just happens.
I was a little spooked, not gonna lie.
So the one, you just die.
I've made my peace with it, you should too.
Alright, watching Rosie. If Rosie gets his hatch, Rosie hit baiting. Next will be hatch with twisters. Alright, we pushed. Very nice. This will be hatch with the fire stack. Tank buster stuff, then hatches with twisters. Tactician when the floor changes. No reassemble for this drill. Your debuffs. It's in and stack.
Dark Puzzle.
Rotate. Fire out. And thunder out. This is going to be stack and dim.
Oh my god.
Thunder out.
Honest fire.
Box box should be fine. No, wait, might not be fine.
You're fine. Just make sure you get enough.
And then in towards the boss after the jump. Thunder out after fire.
I have thunder.
Tank stuff and then dive bombers. Watch your head for dive bomb markers. This is a spread. Alright, after Meteor Stream I just moved to the 4 marker. Oof. Derpy and Quinn
got
killed each
Quinn.
other.
Just a little bit in.
I'm good, I think. I got
We should be able to recover.
Get ready for cluster.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's just slow a little bit. Yes, we're
In and stack.
Dark Puzzle.
Okay.
We just pretend like nothing even happened there. Everything's fine. Tank Buster, then first Exhibition Mechanic. Move. Alright, I'm Earthshaker because I didn't get Mega Flare, so I'm just gonna move out like this. Range split privilege is nice. I'm gonna hold gauge until the next phase. Stack up for Blackfire. A.
Next day.
Oh, we're gonna have an exploding tower.
Towers. Okay, go. Nice adjuster, B.
1-2.
Let me get that tower.
I can't get him.
I can get Rosie.
Not so.
In first. Party closer to the edge in the Neuralink. Nice.
I have aggro, by the way.
Tank stuff.
Actually, I've changed stuff.
Flood. Another breath.
Alright, we're coming up on our prog point here.
Sense off.
Stack up on 4. Don't forget the twisters after the dive.
Wait, what?
Surfy, why?
1, 2, 3.
I adjusted because
This one's mine right here. Oh shit, too far.
And I gotta get knocked back. God damn it.
Oh
so
well.
like what happened?
So if one person dies
like,
there,
Liv
you can use Tank
Sparkle
LB to
moved
save
the
it. If
left,
2
then
people
he
die,
moved
it's
right.
a wipe.
So when he
Yeah.
moved left, I moved left along with him, and then which was in front of you.
I was like,
Why
I was
did we
trying
have
not to run
LB
into
one?
you.
Wait, Quinn, I have a question because I've already forgotten. During that, when we run back into the center, because it doesn't seem like we're taking damage unless we're dying to the shit that's running across. Do I shield again there, or do I shield again quickly after?
For what part?
For that part, the Heaven's Fall. We don't take the damage until the thing comes down, right?
Yeah, so the closer you are to the center, the more damage you're gonna take. So everybody has to be like in the sweet spot, because you can't heal everybody there because everybody's spread out.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure that's not, because I'm like running in and then like I'm running in too soon and I'm like getting prepared to heal people. I'm like, wait, people don't need to be healed here.
Yeah,
What needs to
because
be healed is like right after the tower is resolved. Then there's gonna be those yellow pineapple slices in the ground. Right when we merge into the
That's
center.
when I need to heal people. Okay,
yeah,
got
when
it.
we all get into the center of it, then we have to heal real fast.
Because I will have light speed and celestial opposition for that, which both are make instant shields.
Yeah.
Are we gonna sack the stack, or are we gonna do it legit?
We're gonna do it legit as much as we can.
Okay.
But if if
Oh
someone
yeah, no, we should be able to do that legit. It's not hard.
Yeah.
We're only gonna sack if we have more than like one person there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as much as possible, if everybody's alive, then just everyone do it normally.
So if we did the towers clean, then it would start doing the rotating pizza slice thing, And so we'd bait like 2 or 3 puddles out of mid, and then after I think the 3rd puddle, we'd all stack up right underneath of Bahamut to do the fire soak.
And then after the fire soak, that's when you
Yeah, it's center, right?
Yep.
Yep,
Okay.
right under the boss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just make sure like you don't accidentally run towards a puddle spot when you're dodging the pizza slices. I've seen so many people trying to like run around but didn't see that the person in front of them drop a puddle and then walk into that puddle.
Yeah.
Those puddles are annoying. I don't
They're
like the
very-
dark ones. By the time
No.
I realize it's there,
No,
I'm already
Rosie.
standing in it.
It's random.
It's either it's gonna be the first one. It doesn't check. There's a delay on the first pineapple slice explosion, so watch out for that.
Did this man just say pineapple slice?
I want
It's
pineapples.
like little pineapple.
I stack because I have fire marker, which means it's not on Reagan. .74%, that pushes the phase. So now I watch Rosie. If Rosie gets hatch, I go bait for Rosie. It's on Rosie, baiting. This will be with the Twister. Maybe double hatch with the stack next.
Nope.
Yeah, Rosie.
Tank busters, then double hatch with Twister. I really didn't want to go to 100 gauge, but it's fine. Brain wasn't fast enough to do what I wanted to do there. Alright, should definitely phase now. Floor changes, I mitigate. I think I get reassembled on this drill for once. Guess we pushed a little slower there. Hell yeah. Comet's favor gives a damage buff. Watch your debuffs. It's in and then out. Oh, spooky.
How?
That was a
Gap
good
closing.
shot.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Fire
Two
out.
different different.
Oh, actually stack this fire in because everybody needs it. Thunder out after fire.
Got present.
Jesus, I thought the red mage was gonna kill me.
Got stopped.
Yeah, I completely missed it.
I was very distracted.
The wall of shame.
No, we all just wanted to see this dragon very closely from below.
The wall of shame. Honestly, we were living on.
I'm gonna reset my VPN while Rosie investigates lag.
Board time.
I hate this.
I'm gonna go see what the smell is.
Was that me?
Should
or
we, oh,
you
wait.
with
Should
chat?
we just take our 5-minute here now, Liv?
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, we'll take a 5-minute here. There's no reason to rezone because we'll be done by the time that's an issue.
Unless
See,
you,
was that me or
your
you?
gear is broken. So. Oh, that was me. I'm testing.
Because I also like charged in, but I was like, it's right under the bus. Is that me?
No, it's
some
me.
kind of ping issue?
I'm testing.
Right.
I'm testing shit out.
But actually, yeah, okay.
So
That's cool.
like, what happened there was like I had the perfect like 18 millisecond ping for like a solid 30 seconds, and then as soon as like it the white puddle landed, it spiked to like 80, and then it spiked down to like 24. So I was just like, this is stupid.
80's nice though.
It's
Yeah, but when you're like working with something low and then you get that high spike like out of nowhere, it just throws you off a little bit if you're not prepared for it.
80's great. Would you like my 250?
Oh,
I mean, if it's a constant,
We're taking
no
a
matter
short
what,
break.
It's always 150.
Short 5-minute break. I'm gonna use the restroom real
250.
fast. I'll be right back.
That's bad.
250?
That's not bad.
Wait
Alright.
for this queue.
250.
350, 250. Again, it's like my issue is not like the ping itself; it's the spikes within the ping.
Yeah.
If it's just constantly like just
can
that
deal with
solid number, then I can deal with it.
But yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah, if
250
it's
's
like
rough.
it pings from 18 to 80, then you're like,
Yeah. The
You're
difference
like,
is the
what
issue.
am
It's
I-
not.
yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. My cat is here for moral support.
I'm just watching the horse.
I need to see the horse.
There is a Quinn horse.
What now?
There's a Quinn horse and an Emmerich horse. And a me horse.
He sent me the one he did of you. That one was funny.
Where does one find these horses?
I like how my glasses stay the same.
I don't know if Lucan's still watching, but send Sylvia all your horses.
I'm gonna blame the horse for the lag. Not enough horsepower made my brain lag.
See how many Metroids I've done so far. Check.
I should be back off break in just a minute here.
At least is their TV auto updating. Imagine if someone's like nowadays people will say like their fridge is updating.
Everything's updating.
God.
Sorry,
Don't want any appliances.
I'm sorry you cannot use the fridge right now, it's updating, but
No, have you
need my
seen
drink.
those fridge with like internet support and all that stuff?
Yeah,
I'm like,
microwaves and stuff have it too. I'm like, no. You're
Why?
I'm getting my microwave. I want my burrito warmed up.
Why? What's the point though?
Yeah. I don't know,
Like-
but I don't want them.
Literally, the only reason to have smart appliances is if they work together, so you can say, fridge, I need you to pull out a burrito, deliver it to the microwave. Microwave, I need you to get a plate, put the burrito on the plate, nuke that shit for 3 minutes, and then bring it over here. Then we can talk about networked appliances.
Like the only thing I'm okay with like having like a network would be like my coffee maker. I'm in my bed, make coffee while I get dressed. Well, I don't have to go all the way to the kitchen.
I mean, there's a timer for that.
Yeah, you can do basically the same thing with a timer.
What I do is that I get up, make the coffee, get dressed.
I think I'm the only one in here with the male avatar.
Coffee will be done.
I don't even want to leave my room.
Well, I guess Quinn's little Lala's a boy too.
Okay, leave naked then.
I'm not allowed to do that.
Oh, Derby.
Oh, you're an E10.
Can't strut around.
How's that going?
Only in my room.
I mean, do it a couple of times, people will get used to it.
It's not on Reagan, so I stuck.
Just assert your dumbness.
I don't think they want
Full LB bar.
Oh, I don't want it like this! I don't want to get used to it!
I think we were down a shield or something.
Oh shit, I missed a shield. I'm sorry.
Are you guys thinking of naked derpy?
No.
Very distracting.
I mean, you can look at my lizard girl naked, that's fine. Not me, though.
You can look at him as a horse.
35 minutes.
All these options are very enticing.
I mean, you can add naked chicken in there.
That would cost you extra, though.
Pikachu's not a horse, right?
Someone said in Twitch, just put the coffee maker in your room for it.
True.
They're right. They're not wrong.
That's a good idea.
It's not on Reagan, so I stack. Whoa. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't almost walk into that twister. Alright, we should phase. We're definitely getting this plummet though. Alright, there we go.
This fight is a black
little
mage.
too close
Let's
for
just be
comfort.
like a game of how close can I stand to my twister.
Actually, black mage is
Pretty close.
like most of the casters in this, like that does UCOB are all black.
This is with a twister.
Why though?
No.
Right?
It's actually like pretty enticing because if they don't have to do the basic stuff, you literally just stand still for a while.
Stop thinking about black mages.
You just blur.
Tank Buster, then Hash with Twister.
Yeah, but what is she doing in game?
It's on me.
Oh, the burns!
Lol.
That's what you get.
Talk shit. Talk shit, get hit.
Talk shit,
That
get hit.
really is glaring.
Oh, I'm gonna pretend my butt. For a plummet. Alright, here we go.
Quinn used glare to
This is the problem with taking a 5-minute break.
Set live on fire. I didn't know they reworked glare to set people on fire.
I think
People
that
come
does
back
the
on
damage
purpose.
though. That's...
White mage OP.
I thought Combust was an Astro skill. Vegan is like, you can't talk to Quinn like that. Combust. Not
Quinn
allowed.
has
Tank
cross-class
Busters, then Double Hatch with
actions.
Twister.
I know Regan has my back.
I got you, girl.
The fuck, give it back.
He got your
Definitely gonna have to do this last set.
Sylvia's just jealous we rescue each other and let him die.
I don't want anyone rescues me. People want to do that, they kill me.
Panic
Rescue
second
is
win.
bad.
I want to test if you can rescue your crossing with
I was afraid of
Please
that.
no.
Sylvia is a perfect test subject.
I know
Don't
in
get lucky.
Suzaku you can kill people by dragging them through the donut hole.
I know that I died to that a lot.
Oh, I felt that. I learned from experience.
Watch your debuffs. It's in stack.
Got a person.
Rotate. Fire out. And thunder out.
I thunder.
This is stack and then.
Reprisal.
Stay in.
Thunder out.
That's my guy. I don't know. He's in.
Clock. And then into the boss. Thunder out after fire. That was scary. I almost didn't make it to cleanse my doom. Tank Buster, then dive bombs. Watch your head for dive bombs. This is a spread.
I'm staying at 4. Please don't touch. No lift!
Spread.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you want me to get rain, or do you got rain?
No,
I
got
already
it.
got it.
Gonna skip the code, so ready.
Oh my god, my heart.
Did I just see you go flying across the map? I think I saw someone go flying.
Yeah, it was rain. He went from like C all the way to A and not die. Or not rain on Rosie.
That was fucking magic.
A lot of magic.
Alright, first big mechanic. This will be clean. Move.
God damn it. I'm gonna raise.
So that was just the lack of heals that killed me and Rosie.
I should be fine.
Stack on 4 for Blackfire. Lost the whole wildfire to that. Next to C. Towers. Oh, this is not good. This is not good.
Don't.
Oh, that was
Recovery go.
that last minute heal.
You were, I like did 3 AoEs and you were not in any of them. I was
Yeah.
like, where are you?
I know.
The puddles made that decision for me.
Hate it.
Thank God Aspect of Benefic is instant.
Spread first. Already towards ring edge. Oh, no dynamo. Now towards ring edge.
Did you get hit by Dynamo, Yuki?
Yeah,
No,
he
I'm
did.
just dumb. Yeah, I'm just dumb.
I saw you out there.
I was,
like,
I was
already
trying to
on
get the
your-
tether as well. I was trying to get the tether as well, and like, shit.
We haven't seen that pattern nearly as much though.
Yeah,
I was trying to get the tether, but the tether kept saying no.
Then what happened there, Sylvia?
Your PF is lid
You
nudge
got
neck.
your tether. Then Yuki took your tether, and then you took another tether.
It was.
Well, I hope you guys figured out how far are you making it?
No, the second tether refused to come to me. Like everyone died because the tether didn't move to me. I was standing on it.
Because what happened was like, no, that's the second one, but the first tether that you have, Yuki took.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm going for a tether, and then.
I was like, wait, are we supposed to go in first?
Yeah, I was like, Yuki, in first?
What? What?
Donut? Yuki?
Eat your food, by the way, you can't last for more than 25 minutes? You have 25 minutes left.
Yeah, about 25, yeah.
Poor Rosie's having the lags. We gotta get that tether situated. I'm gonna have to review these VODs later and see if there's anything that we're missing. It's not on Reagan, so let's stack. Looking for 74%. There we go. Watching Rosie. If Rosie gets hatch, I will bait. So not on Rosie. It'll be hatch with twisters next. Skip the plummet, nice. So we hatch with the stack. Watch your toes. This will be with twisters. I think we should skip this last set. No. Once the fire stack comes out, it's too late. I think this means that we get to reassemble with our opening drill, so...
Testing something out. Don't mind my stupidity.
You don't need to be in the Yearling.
Yeah, I just want to see how far I can get north. I'm trying to get a head start, you know?
I mean,
So
don't
what?
forget
No.
Quinn and I have to heal you.
Yeah, that's why I'm so close to it. I'm so close to the Nora one.
Watch your debuffs. It's in and stack.
Or pressing.
Rotate. Fire out. Thunder up. It's stack and then out. He always gets hit by that spin.
Got him.
Thunder out.
Oh,
You
what? Did I dive?
I think you might have had the second goon.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So, Fireball goes
Black spots.
Transcending?
And then in
Yes,
towards the
it's gonna
boss
be
after
in.
the jump. Thunder out after fire.
I would say potion. If you want to push this.
Go for it.
Watch your head for dive bombs.
Do it after time bomb.
I already used mine.
Same.
This is a spread. Derpy year 2.
Derpy 2.
Oh my
Fuck, I
god.
fucked up.
Spread.
I fucked up. I thought that was the third one. It's okay, it's only Quinn.
This is not gonna.
You were safe?
Okay, we got a problem now.
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Once the nail memes start, it seems like they never end. Alright, I'm watching Reagan. If she gets the stack, I stay out. It's not on her.
It might
74% to phase.
second push. So
9.
We're good. Watching Rosie. If Rosie gets hatch, I'll go to bait. It's on me. This is with Twister. Phase. Double hatch with stack. Busters, then double hatch with Twister. And do 70 gauge. And we should skip this last set unless we're. Oh, actually, I didn't wildfire, so we probably won't. Oh, we did. Nice. debuffs. It's in and stack.
Or protein.
Rotate. Thunder out. It's stacking them out. Thunder out. Gotta get in
Spots.
faster when you got that fire tether.
Yep, you're 100% correct.
Clock spots.
And then away from the boss.
I'm down. I was dead anyway.
Thunder out after fire.
We both run the same way.
Oh, I raised right into it. Oh my god.
It feels like a
Alright.
solid no.
Yeah, let's
Okay, well, we'll just start over.
Yeah, go on.
This is how many pools since we last saw phase 3? I guess not that many. It's not on Reagan. Watching Rosie. If Rosie gets hatch, I will wait. Baiting. This will be with the twister. Yeah, my robot didn't go off. Feels bad. Missed most of trick attack. Have to delay my drill. The big side. Tank busters, then hatch with twister. I'm just holding this gauge. I should have burned it at 70. But it felt weird because I messed up earlier with targeted fire. Color changes I tactician. want 0 deaths from the snail phase. We can do it. This is the easiest phase. It's so easy. So literally, like, just don't be greedy and pay attention to what's happening. Watch your debuffs. And then stop. Rotate. Thunder out. It's stacking then out. Good, no deaths.
First one's mine. I've thunder as
Thunder
well.
out.
Reset.
Clock.
Fire.
God damn it! I raised you, locked myself out of that.
Clock and then
Clock
into the
then in.
boss. Clock, 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 clock.
Oh my god.
Thunder out after fire.
I'm gonna die from ice, I think. Yep.
We are dropping the ball on this phase hard.
What?
Dive bomb markers.
Alright, with vengeance, okay.
This is a spread.
Now might be a 10 plus.
In stack.
Dark person.
Clock and then away.
Buster coming.
Yeah, I don't know why the red mage isn't accepting this res. But I think we can still make this DPS check. It's really tight. We can do it, we can do it. Yeah.
One.
The recovery, easy.
It's spicy.
I didn't doubt us for 1 second.
Putting one.
I don't have
This whole one on
Benny?
fire just barely.
I don't have shrug, so I'm just gonna use that. Well, Chris, actually, didn't say what.
No problem. That was totally meant to do that crit.
Move. Okay, I'm the Earthshaker player. Stack up Blackfire.
Between 2 and 3.
I'm gonna be between 2 and 3.
Tank busters, then fell ruin. Should have held that heat. It's okay though. In first.
I have aggro, by the way.
Alright, Queen fell ruin, it's about time. Heaven's Fall, this is our prop point. Stack up on 4.
Gets off.
Don't forget the twister. 1, 2, 3. This is me right here.
Oh no, that's Yuki.
Yep.
Yeah, so they can spawn like really lopsided like that, where half of them are on one side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yours, it was like way down south compared to where you were, Reagan.
Yeah.
Right, last one. Let's do this.
That was good. Well, nail wasn't good, but after nail was good.
What do you mean? That was the cleanest nail I've ever seen, dude.
Yep. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, polished. It was so
polished. A rusty nail. Oh my god.
So every time we want to practice that mechanic, we have to survive the first 9 minutes of the fight. And there's a lot more to come after it. Which is why we really need to clean up the first, well, the second phase rather. There we go. Gonna watch Rosie. If Rosie gets hatch, I'll go bait. Baiting. Hatch with Twister.
Oh.
Wait, hold up.
Uh-oh.
It's on
Oh
Sylvia.
my god.
No, what happened there was like, it was one of those ping spikes again, man.
By the time I realized it was on me, I didn't have time to adjust.
Like,
It's
I'll show you the clip, or I'll flip it later, but you can clearly
That's like-
see I'm already like way out of it, and then it's so popped.
I was like, Jeremy had the hatch, and he's dead. Why are we still alive? And I see the ball come in my face.
Alright, watching Reagan. If
Yeah,
she
you
gets
see
the fire
balls going
stack, I
in
stay
your
out.
I'm not used to that.
It's not on her, it's on me.
So that was
Don't lie.
that over.
No.
74 is the magic number here.
Just
There
trying
we
to
go.
revenge on me.
Watching Rosie.
Why would she need revenge on you?
I think people would support me in this.
You are people, Regan. The person who's glad to kill me?
Rain.
Yeah.
Betray.
Pretty sure I'm the only person who matters.
Next will be Hatch with Twister.
You guys gonna take that?
I'm okay being a side character.
Oh.
Push the phase.
Have you know that side character energy going on?
Tank Busters, then Hatch with Twister. I'm gonna robot on 70. This is with Twister.
I can't commit. Still at 1%.
Not
Nope.
quite. It's like the most overkill we could possibly have. I'll have reassembled Trill though. Watch your T-box. In and then out. Fire out. And thunder out. This is stack and then out.
Dark Rising.
Good, no deaths. Thunder out. Clock. And then away from the plus.
Everything is out.
Thunder out after fire. Tank Busters, then Dive Bombs. Watch for Dive Bomb markers. This is a spread.
Staying at 4, please. Don't touch.
Buddy.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. I was ready to Shikuchi and kill myself on Yuki body.
This is clock and then away. Very clean.
We're
I
so
got him.
low. Oh, I already used Swift.
Oh, fuck, I used Swift. I just
Would you like a shake? Would you like a shake somewhere? Later down the lane.
We're gonna need a steak for Fell Ruin, Joe.
May I offer you a shake in this trying time?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna be missing it?
For Blackfire.
Oh, it's not gonna be up again by then?
I don't think so. We'll see.
Shit.
It's okay.
Fine.
You can look out. Yep, it's all okay. Everything's
I
fine.
don't like you sliding to my DMs like that, dude.
I heard you have horses. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. No. Okay. This is gonna hurt quite a bit.
So open.
No, we're not. Flat's gonna. I have like nothing here, so.
I choose you. I choose you, Rain.
No way.
Blackfire. Center up.
See.
Yeah,
no way.
I had no time.
You know what did save you there? Second wind.
Second one is great. Alrighty, that was.
Yeah, we did.
We're suddenly seeing Heaven's Fall more, right? We saw what?
Yeah.
3 times today.
Yeah.
It takes so long to get to. I feel like that's pretty good.
Just,
Right.
I would say just study up on 10 Strike in general, and then watch more Heaven's Fall things if you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say watching the Heavens Fall, like watching others do it, helps a little bit too.
Yeah.
Just so that you know a little bit better about like what to expect once we do get there, since it takes a long time
So long.
to get there.
Yeah.
Alright, I have to
Alrighty.
go though.
Later.
Bye.
Alright,
Bye.
GG's everybody. See you next week.
Take care.
Alright, I think I'm gonna do some solo Palace of the Dead in a minute, but I'm gonna take a short break real fast before I do. Alright, I will be right back. Alright. I'd like to get this bottom file to at least 170 tonight. Hopefully no throw. I have 2.5 reasonable sets left. Should have fixed this before I came in here. There we go. Haven't done these floors in a good while, so hopefully I don't make any extra egregious mistakes. I think I remember what I'm supposed to do. Most of the mobs on this floor set aren't too threatening. There is an intuition on this floor. We have sight, which is nice. He's probably gonna aggro me. Yep. Cast Hypnotize, there we go. Alright, so here's our Cursed Horde in here. I'm gonna have to deal with these gremlins. Around for patrols real fast, I don't see any. They paused for so long after throwing that vulnerability up out. Which is fine, I just need to not open the gap so much. Oh, what floor are you on, Cat? Are you just starting from 1? Nothing over here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop another intuition because I want to consume them all and find the golds as fast as possible while these floors are still relatively reasonable. Another sight. Burn it just for points. Witching. I'll save that in case we have an emergency and wind up needing one. These puddings are a little bit spooky. I mean, not really, but they deal higher damage than a lot of the other stuff in here. So I'll go ahead and use a sustaining pot for this, just to be safe. They're proximity aggro, which makes them extra annoying, on top of the fact that they're range casters. You'll do great. I have a file on Pain that I need to work on. It's only on floor 10. Knowing my luck though, I'll clear on him way before I clear on Rain. Alright, that coffer is going to be kind of annoying to get to right now, but maybe I can get to it faster later. This one is surrounded by proximity mobs. Alright, we're not going to be able to do much kiting here, but it's fine. These deep eyes are the biggest babies. I think this is safe. Raising, that's what we like to see. Yeah, the gargoyles, they have a really nasty poison. You definitely don't want to pull anything else while you're fighting a gargoyle. Especially without steel. I would get in the habit of just always having sustaining up. Always have sustaining ticking when you're fighting those. Because that poison and that cleave they got, no joke. And the poison stacks, so if you pull 2 of them, then you're going to be taking crazy dot ticks. Okay, the gremlins are immune to heavy. There's a patrol. We're just gonna pretend like he doesn't exist. Check this last chest, and we're almost to 6 minutes already on our first floor. That's not great. Alright, this... oh shit. It's the witching that we passed up earlier. Alright, let's get off this floor now. I don't like those gargoyles much either. And they're the first, like, really spooky enemy just because of the outcoming damage. What takes more time, killing this or waiting for it to turn? Oh, that's the answer. Yeah, they're scary, especially without steel. Another sight. I love when sight is the first coffer you find on a floor instead of the last coffer, once you've already explored everything. Another flight. This floor set's being awfully generous. Alright, he's gonna take forever to cast his little vulnerability up thing. We don't want to range ourselves in the meantime. Yo, that guy looks awesome. Sunken Captain. Very serious mob. I don't know if I've seen one of them in here before. Oh, and he's immune to heavy. Wonderful. Oh, the mimics become hardcore spooky boogie a little bit later on. They're not too bad on this floor set, but actually, really they're not too spooky boogie just because a lot of the other stuff on some of the higher floors is way more dangerous than a mimic. Sometimes you're happy to find a mimic, because it saves you from having to like witching an Anzu or fight a gorilla or something. Affluence is also nice. When you get to the higher floors, I can tell you, like, by the set, which ones you need to look out for and why. But there are only a couple that you just don't want to fight, period, on Machinist. And most of them are on 181 through 190. There's one on 170, 1 through 180, called the Anzu. But technically you can fight as Machinist, but I wouldn't. Just a resolution. Alright, let's get out of here. I could find a strength and a steel, we'd be looking really good. Nah, you're not gonna die. Really, most enemies you don't have to be that worried about. Except for 181 through 190, and then you have to worry about everything. But I can walk you through it when I'm working on those floors. We have a treasure room. And a witching. How do I want to deal with this? These pots have double auto attacks. I think I'm just gonna slowly clear it out. I think I've got the time. This is a flighted floor though, isn't it? So that's kind of lame. At least we have haste though. Haste should make it pleasant. I'm just killing these first because they have proximity aggro, and I think the rest of those mobs are all sight, so we can probably sneak through a couple of them. Accidentally pull a bunch of things at once and have to burn a steel. These guys aren't very scary. They do have this really short cast column AoE though, and they just kind of spam it. But if you like spin in a circle around them, then you'll just never get hit by it. It's easy to get hit if you're like running away from them though. Especially if you've got more than one on you. The passage is open and it's right there in the treasure room. Just got a couple of gremlins and one deep eye left in here. Start investigating these chests. Lust, that's nice. This one doesn't want to stop looking at the chests, so... No... Another flight. Yeah, I think that just killing these one by one was the right call. Oh, I don't have sight. I should probably be more careful. There's a rage there. Should have used sustaining first, but this is fine. Oh. Try not to pull that last mob until I kill these. We were just going for extra points. That was totally intended. Yeah, we have affluence on this floor too, so finding a rage is great. Probably sneak around those if we need to. Oh, the gremlin's even easier to sneak around. I don't care about silvers. Steel. Hell yeah. First Mimic of the run. Should have held off on using the steel until I knew I was ready to leave the floor. But it's not that big of a deal. Oh shit. Yo, that's the worst, is that they can just spawn right on top of your head while you're fighting something else. It's extra annoying when they do that. There was a gold in here. Probably have to fight one of these pots to get to it. We're at 44 minutes already. But the next floor is flighted. Another raising doesn't do anything for us. But I'll take too many raisings over too few. Nobody likes you, Mimic. Go away. Max potions. Nobody wants more max potions. I've got 4,454 max potions. I was back in the starting room. It was a witching, right? Mm. 17.5 minutes to do the first 3 floors. Not great, but we did have to deal with the treasure room. And this floor is flighted, so it should be fine. Abilities unavailable, that'll slow us down a bit. Strength, that'll speed us up a bit. Yeah, we lost like 3.5 minutes of our steel because we used it before we were about to exit the floor. These aren't very tough at all, but they will like cast an AoE on you from another room. So they're good to pick off early. Nice, safe, easy to fight. But that AoE from the next room over can come at a bad time, like while you're using a Pomander. These are proximity aggro if I remember correctly, so we're gonna have to deal with it. Unless I wanted to like hide up against the wall back here somewhere. Which in that amount of time I think we could just kill it. So we'll just do that. And keep it moving, try and shave some time off of this floor. Ow. That crit auto. There's the exit over there. This pudding's proximity aggro. But I figured we could get by it. So just a silver by the exit. Alright, now I'm not going to be able to get by the pudding. We'll see if it moves. It did move, but I still don't know if I can get by it. It's fine, if we can't, we can't. We can't. These no ability floors are kind of boring just because you have to sit here and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can't use your gauge. So stuff dies really slow. Like this is with strength up. And this looks empty? Yeah. Okay. We'll just get off this floor then. No sprint, no peloton, no abilities. Very sad. Alright, 155, halfway floor. We got 39 minutes, so not doing too bad on time. I think the last boss takes 6 or 7 minutes to kill. Probably closer to 6, if that. Fortune, we're blinded, and knockback disabled. Knockback disabled, not a big deal. 2 abayas, nice and easy. At least we have abilities. Hopefully the blind doesn't slow us down too much. So there's the cast that they'll do from another room. Try and get you. I think that this is one of the room types that can have a trap up against the wall, but I don't remember. I thought it was like up against where all those little blocks are. See, he's doing it right now. Trying to cast shit on me while I'm fighting something else. Dirtbag. Alteration. Hopefully no treasure room full of mimics. A strength from when we're leaving the floor, that's great. That's proximity, but that's a silver chest, so I don't really care about it. So these devilets are one of the enemies I try to avoid. They're not too hard to kill, but they have ice spikes, which will reflect damage and can really fuck you up. But they're sight-based, so they're easy to sneak around. Grab this patrol, and then get away from these devilets. Oh shit. Well, it's not too scary as long as I'm not attacking the devilet, although it does have this, which I want to interrupt. Because it slows. Alright, so we just need to watch for the ice spikes and the void blizzard cast. Oh shit. That landmine. Very spooky. I mean, I have raising, so even if we make a big mistake like that, it's okay, but we obviously prefer not to. So I can risk popping a trap and moving behind them, or I can wait for a turn. I see another silver, is that it? What a lame floor. Just go ahead and kite this back to by the exit. Before these imps turn and make my life hell. Alright, we definitely need to kill this pot too. Oh no, we don't. Okay, good, I didn't pull it. Refresh our strength and be on our way. HP down, that's spooky. There's a cursed horde on this floor. A branching path. I don't see the accursed horde down that way. Exit's right here, that's nice. We got a mimic room, but only 2 mimics, but there's also 2 patrols coming. I'm just gonna pull this guy for now. These donut rooms are great for kiting, but I'd have to risk stepping on a trap and potentially having to use resources to deal with that trap. And I'd have to clear the doublet out of the room first. Alright, let me grab one of these and kill it before its buddy gets here. These have double auto attacks, so without steel they're pretty scary. Alright, his buddy's coming, we're fine. Oh shit, there's two more coming too. This is the shit that Palace does sometimes. I mean, thankfully they're not both coming this way. And they're just like, hey, all the patrols are coming to eat dinner at your house. And it turns out that you're dinner. Which is extra scary when you've got the HP down and no steel. And that feeling when you forget to relock your hotbars. I don't know, some people say that Red Mage is easier. But I've just played a Machinist a lot more. I've been working on this for a while though. My personal best is 191 solo. And I've exclusively been trying to solo on Machinist, but pretty soon, like if I don't clear on Machinist, I think I'm just gonna start experimenting with other jobs too. Just because you can only do the first 180 or so floors on the same job so many times before it's just too dull. Yeah, the Meriliths just keep coming. But I've heard people argue both ways. Some people say that Machinist is the easiest one to solo on. Some people say Red Mage. I think they both have their strengths and weaknesses. Floor one, I mean, depending on what people are doing in that party, sometimes having other people with you can make it even harder. But like everything, it comes with practice. The hard part for me is getting through Behemoth and getting through Behemoth, like the floor 180 boss, getting through it with enough resources preserved to finish. I've got one file sitting at 181, but I wanted to have two files so that if things go really badly on the last two sets of floors, I have another attempt. It's always a big sad when I start working on a floor set and like 30 minutes in, die, and then that's just the end of the run. Because I don't stream the first 150 floors because they're just so boring. So like the only way to do them is to like watch Netflix or something while you work on it. Man, these mimics not even dropping coffers for me. How rude. I don't see any chest or anything over there. Alright, pop my last intuition. We'll probably find more. There is a cursed horde on this floor. But around floor like 176, 177. Unless it's like super easy to access, I don't even bother with a cursed horde anymore. Too much risk of stepping on a luring trap or something and burning a bunch of resources or losing the run. These guys are kind of annoying. They have double autos, and I think one of their autos is like a life drain too. So without strength, it can take extra long to kill them, and they hit hard. Here's the horde. This could be a mimic, so we'll wait until the Abaya is dead just to play it safe while we don't have steel. Strength is about to run out too. "30 minutes remaining. We've got 2.5 floors. Oh, nice, a steel. I don't think this won't last through the boss, so we just pop it now. And hope we find another one on 58 or 59. I'd rather not fight him if I can avoid it. Because I'm not sure how many more rooms we have to check. Alright, whatever, we're fighting him. It's gonna take more time to let him pass. Alright, the Abaya might cast on us. Let's see. Yep, there it is. We have a little bit of time left on our strength. These guys are annoying because they have unavoidable paralysis, which isn't a big deal, just fighting them, but when you have stuff casting AoEs on you from the next room over, it can be a little dangerous. He's going to do it right now, Abyssal Transfixion. That'll paralyze me for 30 seconds. You can use like paralysis potions to cleanse it, but the paralysis potions share a cooldown with your, oh fuck, see this is why it sucks, with your other potions. Like, that doesn't deal a ton of damage because I have steel up, but that paralysis can proc at the worst moments. We have another steel, so... I mean, I assume the exit's, like, up and to the right. I'm gonna let that pass. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop the steel now. I don't think we'll be on this floor set too much longer, and I don't want to have to come navigate past these mobs again. He's really not gonna let me get by, is he? Alright. Well, now he turns. How about that? Sneak past this guy. So these are proximity aggro. Here's the exit right here. There's a treasure room over there. Probably not going to clear out that treasure room unless there's a rage in this coffer right here. But I might try and pick off 2 of the chests close to the entrance. I'm gonna use a potion just in case. Oh, there's even another. They're giving me all the steals. Alright. The good news is now I can... Well, actually, I don't want to aggro that second soul flare. I'm not 100% sure if I'd be able to get by or not. Yep, so there was a life drain. I heard the sound effect. We've got 27 minutes. I think we've got time to go check out a little bit of the treasure room. Yes, he just healed up. And it doesn't look like a lot, but when you do deal so little damage per hit... Man, they're really crowding this chest. I mean, I could just burst the devil it down pretty easy. Ideally it'll turn and I can just fight the soul flare on the way to the room, on the way to the treasure room. So just this one proximity mob close to the entrance, it looks like. The Merilith. But there's a bronze and a steel, or a bronze and a silver. Neither of which is really worth risking it to me. And the key's almost open, so we'll just grab this steel, open the key, and get out of this floor. This should open the key, if not one more kill after this one. go. Refresh my steel. I heard debuffs. No abilities, no knockback, that's tolerable. That's why I normally don't open silvers, but since it's a safe room. Alright, I'm gonna grab the abaya first if I can. The line of sight is so weird. You'd think that I wouldn't be able to jump and get line of sight on them. Those staircase rooms in general are kind of weird. I mean, it makes sense because obviously your line of sight changes when you move up vertically, but... Obviously a tall character like a Rogadin would have the same line of sight as a Lalafell despite the clear height difference. Probably sneak by both of these. Until this one decided to move and fuck that up. Now this one's guarding the entrance. Oh, that's good. You're not dumb, but... I mean, I'm not the Palace of the Dead Master by any means, but... I do try to think out loud a little bit. That rage is a bait, because we've got knockback penalty. I know some things about some things in here. All these lust. I'm gonna pull one of these just because while we keep looking for the exit. So many times I've found a rage on a floor like this where there's no knockback and I forgot that it was no knockback, and I'll pop the rage and run into a room full of mobs and pull like 3 of them and then realize that I can't do anything with the rage because of the no knockback. So this guy with the guaranteed paralysis is coming, so I need to kill this soul flare before he gets here. Ideally I'll just let him pass by, because I don't want the paralysis. And I think there's sight. We'll check. If he aggroes, then he's proximity. Okay, he's sight. Oh, he's proximity. Or he might be sound. He's definitely not sight though. This takes so long with no abilities. So there's the paralysis. This paralysis loves to proc during this cleave he's gonna do. Not this time though. I don't want to get too close to these abayas until the paralysis falls off. I have steel, so it wouldn't one-shot me, but it's a good thing to get in the habit of respecting. Squidward's probably gonna want to fight. Yeah. Another treasure room, and we do not have. So we could use a Serenity and use a rage, since we know that we have another rage somewhere else on the floor. It's a lot of Squidwards in there. Focus on the task at hand for a minute. This is 158. This would be a good floor to find like strength and steel on, but we'd be taking the risk of not getting our Serenity back. Although we have a lot of time before we know that we really need to have Serenities. And we're gonna have to get through this room one way or another. I could try to just like sneak by it and just pull this one up by Affluence, I want that. Oh no. Just kidding, we're fine. Okay, so here's the exit. Will I be able to sneak through that room again? I mean, we can do it right now, actually. Yeah, I think I can even get to this. Alright. If we don't have to use a Serenity, then I'm not going to use a Serenity. I think we can get off this floor fine now. I wasn't expecting them to just open up a path for me. I don't want that imp to turn and face me, and I don't want that chest to be a mimic, so I'll just play it super safe and stay right here for now. We can sneak behind the imp. Passage is active. I'm gonna wait for this to turn, and then try to grab this coffer before I leave this floor. Another rage. Big sad. Definitely could have cleared out this treasure room and only have consumed one of our Serenities. Could have cleared out this whole floor with those rages. But we have Affluence on this last set. That'll give us a good chance to find Strength and Steel for the boss and go into the next set with full Strength and Steel. And we got Haste, which is always great, and no debuffs. Oh, so we got Sprint, so... that didn't do anything, but I'm just opening the chest for the extra score in case I ever do clear. Might as well have the best shot at being on the leaderboard that I can get. We got a steal, which is great. 2 steals, so we can pop 1 now. And we can pop 1 before we head to the boss. So we'll go into the next floor set with 3 steals no matter what. Which is a great feeling. If we could find a strength 2, that would be chef kiss. Got this paralysis, so don't want to accidentally aggro or anything else right now. Although really, we have steel, so we'd be fine to fight 2 or 3 mobs at once. I'm gonna kill this one next since he's proximity and standing right next to my only entrance into that room. Oh, we can use our gauge again, by the way. Got 2 more patrols coming. So I'm gonna let them enter the room and then exit the room. And I'm gonna try walking next to one of them to see if they're proximity or sound aggro. They're undead, so they're probably sound aggro. I just don't want to accidentally aggro both of them. In the event that they're proximity. They have really cool looking models though. Those goatmen. Oh, they gotta be marching in unison for real. Alright. Okay, so they're definitely... fuck. They're definitely proximity. Well, now we know. And this is why it's nice to have extra steel. I wish one paralysis would overwrite the other paralysis and cut its time in half because of the debuff resistance, but that's not the way it works. There's another one coming. So many patrols. We've got 15 minutes. We got plenty of time to get off this floor. So we don't really need to be worried. Fuck, this paralysis is so annoying though. Use a potion now just in case. Any funny business. So I can kill him. I can try to sneak out before he turns around and walks out. Or I can wait for him to turn around and walk out and then sneak along behind him. But since he's proximity, chances are we're just going to wind up fighting him anyways. so I'm just gonna kill him. Oh, my reassemble didn't go off because of the paralysis. My soul. The amount of time it would take to wait for him to walk out of the room, we wouldn't really make any significant gains. So I better just kill him, even though we're still in the first room of the floor that we've been on for a few minutes now. Well, I'm not sure if they're from 12 or not. I haven't played 12 in so long. I really want to play the... I forget what it's called, but they did like a re-release of it, of like an HD version with some improved quality of life features. But I love the Final Fantasy games that have like complex political stories, like Tactics. And I remember that 12 was kind of in that same vein, and it's set in the Evil East world. So I really want to play through it again sometime soon. I just have so many things that I want to play in this game, which gets all the playtime. Okay, so there's a steel in this chest under this Devilet. We're gonna come back and get that right before we go fight the boss. The exit's up here, which is nice. We've also got some chests. Finally got out of that first room. Zodiac Age, that's what it's called. Good old Mimic, because why not? Another patrol. He's going the opposite direction though, so we still have time to look around for... I'm really just looking for strength at this point. Strength and intuition are the things that would be helpful. We have 13 minutes, so we still have a couple of minutes that we can spend looking around on this floor without worrying about the duty timer. Yo, those crits, those crits. Alright, we're gonna have to fight the Soul Flayer, I think, but we'll see if we can sneak past him. Oh, nice. Alright. I don't want the Devilet to come turn at me, but I do want to wait for him to pass. Because I'm tired of being paralyzed. Lust doesn't do anything for us right now. So I think these are both sight. But there's two coffers in here I want to check. I might as well just kill the Taurus. They're not dangerous. Or at least not particularly dangerous. They're less dangerous than the Devilets. And that's why we waited to kill the mob before opening that. Might as well wildfire, because these things take forever to kill. They're so tanky at this point, especially without strength. Speaking of strength, if there's a strength in this coffer right here, then we'll just pop it and exit this floor. Purity. Big sad. It's okay, we got more coffers to check. We've still got 11.5 minutes. He's not gonna aggro me, no way. Surely he's guarding a strength coffer. Why else would he be standing on it? He knows what I want. He knows what I want. I'm gonna start holding my gauge for the boss. So we shouldn't have to fight more than another enemy or two unless we get really bad luck on the way out. Still got 10.5 minutes, which is plenty of time. Another lust. Gross. Alright, we're out. Let's go get our steel. There's a patrol. I don't think that I need strength to kill the boss before my steel wears off. He's probably gonna aggro me. Oh. I think I can probably hold on to the strength. 10 minutes remaining. Yo, devil it, come on, dude. Steel. Let's see, so we need to be under 75% before our steel ticks down to 5 minutes on our debuff bar. We can always pop the strength mid-fight if we find that we need it, but I'm gonna try to preserve the resource until I feel like I have to use it. I wouldn't say viable is the word. Like, it's been cleared on every single job. But it's definitely... Like, the healers are easily the most difficult by a lot. I should have used the sustaining before using my succubus, but that's fine. Each job has its own strengths and weaknesses. The problem with, like, the tanks are really good because they're so, you know, so tanky. But the trouble with tanks and with healers comes in the duty timer. You know, you have an hour to finish all the floors and the boss. And so if you have like bad luck with it, like luck is a part of it, but really, like the really good players that I see doing this, like Angelus Demoness, and then I have friends who are really good at Palace of the Dead. Just the way that they think about problem solving in Deep Dungeon is just so different from me, just because they're more experienced. But Machinist, is, you know, you don't have cast times. I'm gonna arm's length because this feels spooky. It didn't even go off in time, but we were fine. I think that Red Mage and Machinist are the easiest starting points to learn it on. They're a lot more forgiving than most of the other jobs because Red Mage has the heal and it has dual cast, and you can even kite with dual cast. Let's see, I think we're fine on DPS. We don't need to use other strength. Although I don't know because we're not gonna have bone stacks for the rest of the fight. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think people do Red Mage and Machinist most just because they want to clear it as fast as possible. And these are the most accessible jobs that have the most like pros in their corner. Now that being said, I've probably put like 200 hours into trying to clear Palace of the Dead solo so far, if not more. I've got 4,500 potions in my inventory, max potions. So however long it takes to accumulate that many is roughly how long I've been working on getting this solo clear. And I'm not like super new to Palace of the Dead either. Like I've done plenty of Palace of the Dead and Heaven on High in groups. So I might just be really bad at it, but I think there's definitely a pretty steep learning curve. And like most of the difficulty is backloaded into the last 2 to 3 floor sets. Like everything's really fun and casual, and you know, it seems like you're gonna be able to clear on your first attempt, and then you get up to the last couple of floors, and suddenly all these sadistic debuff combos come out and start ruining your life. And then the boss on 180, unless you're playing a healer or some of the tanks, there's a really specific way that you have to handle the end of it. Which is where most of the difficulty for me has been. I've reached that boss like 10 times and I've only cleared it twice. But there might be even more reasons why people prefer Machinist than Red Mage that I'm not thinking of. But you'd want to talk to a more experienced player. I recommend on YouTube Angelus Demonus. If you just think of the word angel us and then demon us, he's probably the best deep dungeon content creator, at least that I've seen. And his stuff is on YouTube. It's very informative and helpful. We've got 5 minutes. I think we're fine. Our steel's not going to fall off. You can also search for Above Us as one word, Palace of the Dead. It's my friend YOLO. He's crazy good. He's gotten like to floor 200 with White Mage, which I think is one of the marks of a really talented deep dungeon player. To have any healer get that high. And like, so for Heaven on High, people prefer using Gunbreaker. They say that's the easy mode. But I haven't started working on Heaven on High at all yet, because it's been taking me so long to get through this bullshit. I'm gonna clip my GCD here, just use sustaining, because I don't want to die. Because I don't have time for another attempt if we wind up popping our raising. Alright, we're more than fine. This is okay. This is okay. Next set of orbs. I know some jobs like melee, they're a lot harder because while you do have a little bit more defense and stuff like Bloodbath, you can't really kite on melee, right? Because you have to be dealing damage or else you're just taking damage and not dealing damage. So I don't know anything about how people do it on melee yet. Like once you get to the higher, harder hitting floors, but I do want to learn eventually. Oh, hey, Sylvia. You know, I like to switch it up. I can't remember what exactly led me to decide to stream on YouTube today instead of Twitch. Here we go. Die, die. Papa sustaining as he dies, because I respect him that much. The boss hits like a truck. Surprised we didn't find any intuitions that entire floor set. So I think the first time that I got up to 151 and beyond solo, and then wiped, was on this next set that I'm going to. But I think that's made me really respectful of the mob that I wiped to. Yeah, I don't know how you'd go about doing it on Monk, but there are definitely players in like the Deep Dungeon Discord and that YouTube channel I mentioned. I think Angelus has done it on every single job. Has cleared solo Palace of the Dead. If not, then he's done just about every single job. His name's all over the leaderboards. Strength. Strength is nice, but I'll save it for when I'm leaving the floor. Yeah, there's no positionals in here. Another strength, so we'll pop this one. And then we'll grab this one by the Cairn of Return when we're about to leave this floor. These aren't too spooky, but they do have a vulnerability up. I think they're side aggro. I'll let him walk on by for now, though. gotta remember that I don't have steel up anymore. Oh, thank you so much, Chef Dante. Big appreciate the super chat. Serenity doesn't do anything for us right now. Just an empty room? What the... Alright, so this is definitely a sight mob, or else he'd have aggroed me by now. Intuition, I'll take it. Not on this floor. Good night, Dante. Thanks again, I really appreciate it. Alright. These little raptor mobs are pretty basic. They don't have any special attacks or anything. They might, I think they have like a cleave or something. What the fuck? What the fuck? I've never seen a mob leash in here before. What just happened? Well, did something obvious happen that would make a mob leash in here that I'm not thinking of? Why did he run home? Did you see that, cat? Motherfucker was like, I'm just gonna reset right now. I've never seen a mob reset in here. I thought that was like kind of the point. It's okay, I took a VOD of it. I'll have to ask YOLO about it later. That's weird, I've never seen that happen with any mob in here. The one way it happens is if you die and then they run back and reset. So if you have like a raising popped, then you know. Which is one way to deal with luring traps on the last few sets of floors. Sometimes you just pop a raising and let them kill you. Move away from where they spawned. Because they'd be that dangerous later on. I'm so perplexed. Okay, so we've got his strength back there, but we need to... Let's see if he turns. Yep, he turns, okay. So we'll kill him first. I believe these guys have like a vulnerability up that's unavoidable. Oh, they got a slow. So the way to deal with slow in here is to use your hypercharge, because it's always 1.5 seconds no matter what. So we don't even feel the slow. I'm flabbergasted too, I have no idea. That was... kind of threw me for a loop a little bit, because it was so unexpected. I was like, where's it going? Did I die? Like, I thought I had died or something. I mean, if it happened to me, it must have happened to somebody else, so people must know what it is. I'll just have to ask the pros later. Alright, key's open. Should be able to sneak to the key. We're at 5.5 minutes on this first floor. Fuck it, we kill this. It's not worth waiting. You know, the other nice thing about slow is that your potions no longer feel like the fattest off GCDs. Have plenty of time to weave. I'm perplexed as to what it could have been that made that raptor reset. Pretty sure Crocs are sight, and the Sarcosuchus is proximity. So we should be able to just get on out of here. Alteration. Alright, we spent a lot of time on that first floor, but we have strength. So we should be able to get through this one pretty fast. Sight helps too. Oof. 1 gold, and it's a sight. So we'll just focus on getting out of here as fast as possible. This Tursus is being a bitch, and so is this Sarcosuchus. Alright, we're just gonna fight both of them at once. It's gonna be fine. Oh my gosh, there's another one coming. Why? Alright, don't aggro me, Sarcosuchus. Thank you. I didn't want to have to deal with 2 at once while I'm slowed. Alright, I think I can beat the Tursus. Yeah, easy, no problem. I don't know, is that how you would pronounce it? Sarcosuchus? What else would you say? Sarcosuchus? I think it's gotta be Sarcosuchus. I don't know. Why can't we just call it a crocodile? Or a dino boy? There are a lot of names I would have gone with before Sarcosuchus. Yo, why are you moving towards me? I see you, sneaky boy. And hopefully these 2 raptors in this last room are enough. If not, then we can kill the Sarcosuchus. They're not particularly dangerous. Probably gonna need to kill at least 1 more after this. That key's not looking very bright. Alright, take the time savings where we can get him. Nice, we got Mandragoras. We have a Witching, so if we have an emergency, then we can come back for that. So this mob in this next room, the Weaver, it was actually on this exact floor. The first time I made it past 150 solo, it was on this exact floor. Well, steel, we'll get that on the way out, to this exact mob right here. So I just always keep a sustaining potion going while I'm fighting these. These have double auto attacks, which can be pretty scary without steel. You see he just did 7.5k to me without any crits. They can be heavied, which makes life a little easier. You can also use sprint or bind to give yourself some distance from them. But what you don't want to do is face tank that like in a hallway where you're trapped. At least that's not what I want to do, because that's how I wind up throwing runs. I heard something like on the left side of my screen, so there must be like a room directly to my left right now. Invisible mobs moving around. Was there a steel in the first room too, wasn't there? If so, we can pop one now, which will give us a lot of safety. No, it was Witching. Right. This goldfish brain doesn't remember shit. We do have intuition on this floor. Get one of them gold sacks. Alteration. Okay, I see Weavers over there. Intuition over here. So let's grab this boy first. Start clearing out some of these proximity aggro mobs so that we can get the treasure. I'm not feeling great about the clock right now, but we'll have a lot of opportunities to make up time. And we can always use a rage if we're feeling pressure from the clock. If I was fighting two of these weavers at once, I'd probably almost 100% of the time just pop a steal right away if I didn't have steal up. You see his one hit cut off half my health bar. Guess we've got strength and steel right here once we find the exit and open it. I'm gonna take the long way around, try not to aggro this guy. Take a peek up here real fast. Yeah, alright you, Cat. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck on your palace run if you're still in there. Alright, unfortunately there's just not really any way to anticipate whether there's going to be a luring trap or something on the way to this coffer. Unless you like memorize all the trap spawn locations, of which I think there are quite a lot of them. But we get lucky this time. Still have that witching in the starting room if we have a panic moment. The key is open. Do I want to just pop it and take the time while I can? I think that's the play. Because we're almost at 14 minutes now. And we're only 3 floors in. Just gonna kill this boy. I'm not going to bother investigating that chest because these are both proximity aggro. So with steel, they're not nearly as scary. I would still exercise caution whenever fighting one of these weavers, though. They're not that scary until you lose like 8 hours of work to one of them. Intuition, I'll pop that. On our last couple of floors. This set and the next set are the last floors I would even consider going after intuition unless it just happened to be in a convenient spot. Alright, 164. We got Mandragoras, which is always nice. Another witching alteration. Just heavy this guy. Shouldn't even need to use a standing potion. Really, with heavy, you really don't even need a standing potion for these if you don't have steel. And you could like pop sprint before you drilled him and then heavy him, and pretty easy to keep enough distance. There's the exit. I'll come back for this chest later. I'll see if the Sarcosuchus moves away from it so that we can get it without having to fight him. There's a patrol coming, so I'm gonna go hug this wall. I don't remember the Vine Garoon. It's probably not the right way to pronounce that. I think they're sight, but I'm not sure. I see an opportunity to get to this chest. But 3 Weavers is a pretty dangerous room. And one of them wants a piece. No? It's another alteration. I'm just gonna move on. I think these guys have a casted cleave. But he's not casting it. Maybe they just have double autos with that critical, or crushing fangs rather. Fortune. Alright, I'm gonna kite this guy over here. Can't get too close with that raptor facing out. We just want to exit at this point. Pretty underwhelming coffers on this floor. Just watching him to make sure he doesn't drop a chest, since we popped a fortune. I'm gonna kill the proximity, because he's just been guarding that exit for the longest time. I have plenty of time to kill this and get into the exit before that patrol makes it back. I still do not understand what happened with that raptor. Alright, we got intuition on this floor. There's a steel there, we'll get that on the way out. We've got mimics. This looks like just a room with a bronze in it. Silver here. These are both sight, so I can just run right past them as long as they don't turn at a bad time. We got a gold and a dead end with the Cairn of Return. So we'll just grab this gold and another alteration. I thought he was gonna aggro me for sure. I kind of want that bronze, but I'm going to clear the path to the exit first. And these mimics, sometimes they will start with their infatuation, which is the interrupt that he just used. And sometimes they'll start with that circle AoE called Death Trap. I feel like at least 75% of the time they start with the interruptible cast. But it is good to be expecting them to change it up from time to time. Because you don't want to be so reactive that you interrupt the wrong cast. Alright, we've got strength and steel for when we're exiting this floor. I'm gonna kite him around the edge of this room and hope that there's no trap up against the wall in here. So see, this one started with the interrupt first, unlike the other one. There's the intuition in there. I don't think he's gotten a single hit on me yet. There it is. No chest. I see the exit in there, so there's one proximity mob, so we'll kill that first. Probably wind up killing a couple more of these since the intuition is in there. I don't want to get too close to that Weaver. I'll just pop a sustaining potion. $165. We've got 38 minutes. I think we're fine on time right now. I'm gonna wait for one of them to turn, and then I'm gonna fight one of them while I run in and grab the intuition and hopefully not step on a luring trap. Or they could both turn. That could always happen too. Okay, I'm gonna retrace my steps exactly. Since we didn't find a trap on the way in, we don't want to find one on the way out. And we get another intuition. And I will pop it now because we still have several floors to go. So I'm just gonna keep clearing out the exit room at this point, because we just need to open the exit, and then I'm gonna go back and grab that strength and steel and pop them, and then move on to the next floor. And it's probably gonna be more than 2 more kills that we need. Neither of these mobs are too scary. Although our steel did fall off, so we should be respectful. Make sure nothing else is spawned over there. That underbite. That crit for 5.5k. I think the Archaeosaurs actually do have double autos then. Yep, they sure do. Which means they are pretty dangerous, just like the Weavers. Alright, passage is open. Strength and steel, let's go. Recover our resources. Yo, don't be a bitch. If I could solo Palace of the Dead up into one moment, it would just be that. Always at the mercy of the RNG. Like, he could have popped in any room on this whole floor. He had to do it on the one that I was running through, facing a direction that I just happened to be running through. I heard debuffs. Auto heal disabled. Not particularly dangerous. Ooh, that's a treasure room. Auto heal disabled is not particularly dangerous as long as you use sustaining potions. But combined with other debuffs, it can get really spooky, and if you forget to keep your sustaining potion up, then it can get really spooky. How do we want to deal with this? Do we just want to pray that there's a rage in one of these coffers? Do we want to try to piecemeal them out one at a time? I'm gonna think about it, but I might as well start killing one while I think about it. I think we'll probably just try and do it slow. I'm not feeling pressure from the clock when we have 35 minutes left and only 3 floors to go after this one. So we'll just focus on picking off proximity mobs first. And patrols if they're gonna be bitches like this. Problem is that if we take a lot of time getting through the treasure room, then the exit can still be really far past a bunch of mobs that take a long time to kill once we clear the treasure room. But I think we've got enough time that we can do this comfortably. We can always pop a rage later, or use a flight or something if we feel like the clock is becoming an issue. And if I'm gonna get treasure rooms in bad spots, I'd rather it be on this set than on the next couple of sets. So we'll try to remain positive about it. And at least it's just no auto heal. It could be like no auto heal, gloom, and no abilities or some shit like that. Or max HP down, and then this would be much more dangerous. And we're fully buffed with strength and steel, so could be having much worse luck right now. Alright, I'm gonna keep going after proximity aggro mobs, as they can't be snuck past. They just have to be outranged, which makes them really annoying. These Triceratops also have double autos, so they're also to be respected. Especially if you don't have steel. I should have contemplated using a fortune before I started clearing this room out. I mean, I find that fortunes rarely make a meaningful difference, but you can't really tell when they do. I feel like some floors just have unusually high coffer drop rates from mobs. And then maybe fortune bumps that up a couple of percentage points. So I think we can sneak past the rest of these. That's a silver, so I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna try and cut in this direction, be very mindful of any patrols. Affluence is great. While sneaking past things, they can turn and face you and cause problems. There is a gold back there. Okay, so another affluence. So this was actually a pretty bad treasure room. 2 affluence and 2 silver. So I'm glad we didn't burn a rage on it. But affluence should make the next floor potentially really good. Intuition is nice. If I just pull that one, it's fine. I don't really want to be face tanking this, but it's doable. Need to watch for patrols. This way looks fine. This way looks fine. This Diplocalis is also proximity. They're not particularly dangerous, but they do, when you first pull them, they cast an ability called Mucin that can be interrupted. And it gives them a stone skin for like 100% of their HP, but it falls off after like 8 seconds. Alright, there's the exit. I'm gonna poke around a little bit more. I see a mimic room. At least the mimic room wasn't the treasure room. That could have been really annoying. I think I'm just gonna go to the exit. We spent a lot of time on this floor, and we're not done yet. Alright, so we should cast Mucin really fast here. Yep, there it is. That's the ability that will give him a huge-ass shield. But if you're not on a job that can interrupt, then you can always... It's like a... It lasts for like 8 seconds, so I just wouldn't like pop all of your burst. If you can't interrupt the stone skin. I'm gonna kill this other one, because I want to check that coffer before I go, and he's in my way. So there's the stone skin right there. So I'm just not even going to do... Well, I could still do GCDs to at least build gauge. But you don't want to like reassemble drill after that cast goes off until it falls off. I know some mobs can cast like a stone skin on other mobs in the dungeon, but I think it's just the Boloko mobs, the ones that cast the Wood Remembers. I don't think I've seen anything else stone skin another mob in here. We would have got our fortune back had we popped one. Debuffs. What's it gonna be? No items. No items is probably the scariest debuff, because items is how we heal. So we'll see how far we can make it. If we can get off this floor really fast without using a Serenity, that'd be great. If we find a Serenity in one of these coffers, that'd be great. But it really limits what we can fight, especially because our steel is falling off as I speak. So the first thing I'm going to do is look around for a Serenity. But if we step on a luring trap or something, we basically have to use the Serenity we're gonna have to think really fast if we do step on another rain trap, so this is extremely dangerous. But, you know, we can get no items on this floor and the next two, and then we're out of Serenity, so we really want to try to preserve the resource. We can only use it if we feel like we absolutely have to. So the first thing I really don't want to fight this Triceratops, because then I for sure have to use the Serenity. I don't really want to fight the Archaeosaur either. Bitch, I don't want to fight it. Alright. Just gonna sprint. Use all my burst. And make sure I don't walk into a patrol. Use my mitigation. Second wind. This is super risky. We got it though. Alright, so if I had taken another half of my health bar and damage, then without popping a Serenity, that would have been the end of the run right there. And that's why no items is super dangerous. We do have Mandragoras in the far room there. So if we can get there, then we can get some really easy kills, but this Triceratops is in the way. So I'm gonna start with this guy, just because they don't deal a ton of damage. And just kite him around this shitty starting room. This one's really small, which is not great for kiting. We've got 26 minutes and 2 floors after this one, plus the boss, which is plenty of time. Trolls coming back again. I do want to check this chest. I don't think that I'll aggro anything. Witching. Okay, we aggro the Mylodon, but that's okay. I think. I'm gonna use Arm's Length, just for the slow. I almost have second wind back. Oh man. This is scary. I mean, I think I'm fine, but that's still really scary. I forgot they have that ranged attack. Good news is the passage is active. We can get off this hell floor. And we didn't have to burn a Serenity. But this shit is stress-inducing to not have potions. But that's the name of the game, is conserving our resources, so I think we played that floor the right way. Potions are not overrated. We're not all madmen. Yo, I have a clip to show you later, YOLO. Have you ever had a mob lesion here? Like outside of a situation where you died? Because I pulled one of those Lindworm Raptors, and it was at like maybe 1/3 of its health, and it was just like, I'm gonna reset now. And I've never seen that before. I don't know if it was like a bug or something. Yeah, like it was like just a regular raptor mob, and it just decided to leash and run back to where I pulled it from and reset its health after invoning. I'll post it for you later. So I've killed like 1,000 of those raptors, and not once have any of them ever decided to leash. Oh, what a bitch. If it was a reproducible bug, that could be exploited hardcore. Alright, I gotta remember I don't have steel anymore. I do have a cursed horde on this floor. Just this one and the next floor, I've got plenty of time. This is proximity. He's probably gonna aggro me. If he does, I'll just duck back into that room. Yeah, I thought so. There's that giant shield. Oh, that's weird too. Have you been keeping up with Asmongold's palace progress? I haven't seen him doing it much since that first night that he started doing it. But I know he was doing some other content, and he saw one of the models for the Anzu mobs, and he started talking about how much he disliked them now that he's done palace. So I wonder if he's seen the ones that are on 171 through 180. He was doing a Heavensward dungeon, actually, where it had the mobs with the same model. And he wasn't having any of that. So I feel like he must have made it to 171 through 180 by now, even if it was just with the group. Minutes. Strength is nice. I don't know if it'll really last to the boss, but maybe. Maybe if we find a flight or a rage or something. Affluence, okay. See the cursed horde. I'm gonna have to fight this Triceratops to get to it though. And there's the exit down there. I'm just gonna kill this while I wait for that patrol to pass. Oh, okay. .147's pretty good. 141's where those mobs start tickling a little bit. I feel like Palace of the Dead definitely debates you into thinking it's going to be really easy, and then all of a sudden, towards the end, like, the difficulty curve just starts going up exponentially. I saw you posted Heaven on High Clear the other day, but I didn't watch it yet. Yo, this is a bad spot to be in, because I really don't want to be face tanking this. Don't aggro. Fuck. Alright, we're just gonna be safe. That was a bad place to fight that Triceratops. we have affluence, so there's a decent chance that I'll get my my steel back. But I really don't want to go into the next set of floors with only one steel. I haven't done Heaven on High at all, really, since I started working on Solo Palace of the Dead, so I don't remember what it's like even as a party. But at least it's less cumulative time overall per attempt. Alright, no luring trap, please. Thank you. I'm just gonna go back out like this. Serenity might as well. I don't want the points that bad. This looks empty. Nope, there's a coffer. We have 17 minutes. I think I have time, even if I wind up having to fight all three of these. I'm just gonna start with the Triceratops for the double autos. Oh fuck, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know, the only thing I mind about Palace is every time I want to practice Behemoth having to do the first 150 floors, but I've decided that even, like, I have one file on 181, but it's got really shitty palms. And then I'm trying to get this one up to 181, and then even if I, like, wipe, then I'm just going to keep on practicing until I don't have enough palms to get any progress at all. Just so that I can practice the mobs there more. Because I've been like really discouraged from trying to continue files once I wipe, since it won't count as the clear, but since I make it past the Behemoth so infrequently, I feel like I should just get all the practice I can while I still have palms to at least get past a couple of things. I really just need to practice a 191 and beyond. Because the one time I made it, I died to like the first thing I pulled. One of those doggos turned at a bad time, and that was it. Okay, I think if I have to kill anything on the way to the exit, it's just one mob, so I think... What a bitch. You had to go and make me wrong. You get all the gauge, every last bit of it. Alright, we have affluence on the next floor, we'll just hope that we get lucky. The distribution of proximity mobs that I've gotten this time has been extra annoying. Oh, don't be that guy. Thank you. Alright, 169, we're almost there. What is all this? Silver? Nobody wants silver. Where are all the golds? There's one by the exit. Step right up, Mr. Triceratops. So strength should last through enough of the boss that it doesn't make a difference, but I really need to find steel here to go into this next set comfortably. I probably shouldn't have popped that steel on that last floor, but I panicked. Fuck. Hey, we got Mandragoras, they're just all the way back here. Do you know if Fortune increases the drop rate of Mandragoras and Mimics? I haven't been able to find solid information on that. My best guess as to how enemies dropping chests work is that there's something like a % chance of a floor for enemies to drop a chest, and then when you use a fortune it like bumps that up a couple of points. But that's just complete speculation on my part. Some floors it seems like every enemy wants to drop a coffer, but most of the time, fortune or not, it just seems to not do anything. Yo, just a bronze. That's interesting. Alright, 10 minutes. Looks like there could be steel on one of these, right? Otherwise, we're gonna be looking a little light. Fuck. Heading into the next set of floors. I hate fighting those gorillas. Strength is not what I wanted to see. I hate fighting those gorillas without steel. Really, I just hate the gorillas in general, and it's mainly just because they have that AoE that hits like the entire fucking floor. Gives me anxiety like nothing else. I'm sure this boss can be fought without steel if you're extremely diligent, but I'm not about to try all that. So we'll just hope that we find a lot of steals on the way to Behemoth. Oh fuck, I completely forgot the rage. Too late now. I've been so good about preserving rages too. I forgot to use sustaining before I lost the 2, but that's fine. I definitely tried doing this without steel once and made it reasonably far along, but I think you just have to like manage your extra, like your second wind and your extra potion perfectly, which I am not great at, so. I should have done this way earlier, while I still had Vuln stacks. Oh, he finally got his heavy back. Oh, you almost got me. Pretty bummed about missing that rage, but I think overall I shouldn't have burnt that steel, and I shouldn't have overcapped on my robot gauge just now. But I've definitely had worse looking 181s. I don't remember what exactly I have on my file that, or 171s rather, but the file I have on 181. I feel like it's got like 1 Serenity, 1 Steel, no Strength, 1 Rage. It might even be worse than that. I just remember one file I had terrible luck on the way to Behemoth, and then I killed Behemoth, and then I started the second file and just got dumpstered by Behemoth twice, and I had like every Pomander you could want fully stocked. And I was like, yep, that seems about right. So down 2 steel, a rage. Really shouldn't have missed that rage. Let's see if I can pull this clip up real fast. Don't have any special attacks or anything. They might, I think they have like a cleaver. That's the one. Let me see if I can try display capture. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I pull the Lindworm. And then I'm trying to get into this north room here. These little raptor mobs are pretty basic. They don't have any special attacks or anything. They might... Alright, so he's at 21. I think they have like a cleaver. So I auto him for 679. And like I move away a little bit, and he just decides to go reset. Don't have any special attacks or anything. They might... I think they have like a cleave or something. What the fuck? What the fuck? I haven't noticed genuinely baffled here before. Alright. These little raptor mobs are pretty basic. They don't have any special attacks or anything. They might... I think they have like a cleave or something. What the fuck? So I don't know if I like LOS them by like running into the wall somehow or something. But I didn't do anything that was atypical of how I always do these floors, so I'm not sure. Alright. Maybe something with the hotfixes did pretty basic. They don't have any special attacks or anything. They might... I think they have like a cleave or something. What the fuck? Maybe he was just like hallowed ground because I got my turret out. What the fuck? I don't know. Alright, anyways, that's gonna be it for me for tonight. I'm gonna take both these files as far as I can tomorrow. I don't have any raid or anything. 6 golds from those last 2 files seems a little bit low, but that's okay. 28 pot shards though, that's pretty good. Alright everybody, have a good night. I'll be streaming more of this tomorrow. I'll see you then, take care.